The sister of, or not sister, one of the best friends of Kim Porter, by the way, Bianca Leslie, thank you for becoming a member. Kim Porter friends LaWanda actually said that Diddy's kids didn't actually like Jane Doe at all. Listen to this. LaWanda. Give me a second. Here we go. Now, it's very interesting because there were so many people quiet about this case, and some of them seemingly were friends with Diddy, but I guess maybe strategically it was like, hey, listen, don't say anything about this case, that they could be like, oh, this is coming from associates of Diddy. But now that the case is pretty much concluded, they're now speaking out. And one is the friend of Diddy's baby mama, Kim Porter, one of her friends, or one of, the late Kim Porter's best friends is speaking out. Check this out.
7 weeks of brutal testimony.
Yes.
Life's most embarrassing moments, if you will.
Yes.
You have a unique insight on the women who testified against Sean Combs. One of whom, Sean, is still paying for her legal bills, apparently. Tell us about each of the main players as you remember them, and what your takeaways are on Cassie, on
Jane Doe I knew her before she knew Mr. Combs, and she really wanted this. She has caused a lot of ruckus in our lives in the past 3 years to where the kids didn't want her around. I feel like she is doing what she wanted to do to get what she wants. She has, like I'm going to say, he has tried to break up with her, and she has really flipped out and was very angry when he had a 4th child. And that really started a spiraling.
And you're talking about Jane.
Yes.
And then there's Cassie, who was the first star witness, who has moved on with her life.
Yes.
And still said from the witness stand she very much loves Sean Combs.
Yeah.
What do you make of Cassie's tale from the witness stand?
I have had to deal with her for the whole time of the relationship because Kim, there's a picture of the 3 of them. Kim was still with him, and she was 4 months pregnant with twins. So there's a lot of things that weren't told and didn't come out in that my friend went through, and the hurt that she.
I had no idea that Cassie was fucking with Diddy when Kim Porter was pregnant with twins. That's news to me.
Caused, I am very disappointed in a lot. She's very close to my kid, and I'm just very disappointed in things that she said because everybody had choices, and I lived it, so nobody can sit there and tell me that nobody could have done this and nobody could have did this. I lived it.
Some people would say that the women are victims of a horrible man. Other people might say that these women put up with horrible behavior because there was a payoff. How do you view it?
I feel like this, especially with number 2, who I was very, very close to. I feel that I'm not going to excuse the things that he has done that was wrong, because those are issues that he needs to work on. But they also did things that were not right, and a lot of things that were not told in court.
Wow. Again, we are hearing people finally speak up, and they are speaking up pretty loudly and basically saying, hey, listen, these women who you're hearing, they're not angels. Like, we had to deal with them being homewreckers in the case of Cassie. Apparently, Kim Porter is pregnant with 2 Diddy's, with the twins, and here come Cassie. She's down to do whatever. She's an eater. You know what I mean? She's down to do a freak off. She's down to do this. She's down to do that. And it kind of colorizes a little bit differently because, if you get a woman who comes into a man's life and they're down to do whatever, is this Fahim? This might be Fahim, right? I didn't know he showed up the last day. Fahim. Yes, it is him. This is the guy who did not show up to testify. This is him. He's there the last day, holding the umbrella over the kids. You could tell he stands firmly with Puff. I think he's owed a bag. Diddy owes him some loyalty. D-Rock too. KK too. They never took the stand. Never took the stand.
Court, they are exiting the main entrance from 287.
It's all about the black excellence, baby. We'll never stop that black excellence. Now, black excellence, it's all about us. We all have to be on that voice that Sean City knows. We all have to be millionaire. We can be fighting on everybody.
Best well wishes for y'all, sister. Love it, make it smooth. That's how you take it.
Ms. Combs, how are you feeling this evening?
Wow.